I'm going to be releasing another online course soon called Primal Release about the many things that we suppress and repress and how to release them and different methods of release. So I'm really diving deep into releasing pent up emotions and pent up trauma and fears and limiting beliefs and all of that. And one little technique that I want to share with you in this video is pretty interesting. It's kind of related to speaking in tongues. So we're all aware of what that is. It's like what so many religious groups do and have done since ancient times, that kind of speaking in tongues. And let's connect some dots here. You have speaking in tongues, you have different shamanic practices, and like what shamans do during ayahuasca ceremonies, for example, they sing Icaros, which a lot of it is a blend of languages and some like gibberish nonsense. And that is used to conduct the ceremonies and to navigate the energy. And then connect that with Terence McKenna. He's talked about singing your way out of hell. So I think he discussed that in regards to like a mushroom trip or something like that. That he would use singing, like not even words in particular, just singing to bring himself into a more peaceful state. And the spiritual teacher Osho, he has this practice called gibberish, which clears these negative emotions and clears built up emotions within you. So he recommends to do this kind of gibberish thing. And it also relates to things like bioenergetics, things like Elliot Hulse discusses, which is a combination of all this too, to get rid of these muscular holding patterns and things that we're holding on to. So if you connect the dots with things and see what a lot of groups are doing and seeing the similarities, you'll find out there's some truth to things. But the most important thing is when you do this kind of stuff, like speaking gibberish, and I'll demonstrate it, you feel a shift within yourself. So you feel lighter, happier, different. You feel that kind of shift after you do it. And oh yeah, two other dots to connect, and this is a good segue into what I'll show you. My dad does this kind of stuff all the time. Like he just naturally like sings like nonsense. It might be words sometimes, it might just be nonsense, but he does it and that like gets him into a good state. He does it in the morning a lot and he's done it since I can remember. And I remember like it always felt good to hear that and like it encourages expression, which we need because our culture is so repressed. We walk around like robots. No one really expresses themselves beyond childhood. And then another thing is me and a few friends in high school, like at house parties in high school, we would like speak to each other in gibberish in like these made up languages, and it just felt so fun to do. It was one of the most fun things to do at parties, just speaking gibberish to each other. So here's a really unique weird practice. This is going to be your daily dose of weirdness, all right? So don't judge it, try it. So it's basically speaking gibberish, but here's a good technique. You do it like you're a rapper in a made up language. That's how I like doing it. And you can adjust it according to your feelings and emotions. If you're feeling frustrated or angry, you could be more intense with it. And if you're feeling sad, you could be more sad with it. And if you're feeling like silly, you could be more silly with it. And oftentimes, doing that will incite things like laughter if you need to laugh, or it might make you cry if you need to cry. And that's good because you need to let it out. That's a profound release. Laughter and crying are like the two biggest forms of relief. So, release, not relief. And it's relieving too. So, you can adjust it according to your emotions. And another thing is using your body too. Because if you just it's about the emotion and the body language attached to it. Because if let's say you have a problem with your significant other, and if you just say like this, like, she's doing this and I don't like it, there's no release there. You have to put emotions into it, emotions behind your voice when you're letting it out, and body language emotions, because things get stored in our bodies as well. these holding patterns get stored in our body. So you need to use your body at the same time. So that's why I think of it like rapping in gibberish, because rappers use their bodies like this. They jump around, they use their hands like that. So here's a little demonstration of what it would look like. And if you're feeling more like frustrated, you could be like, see, the body language and the intonations change. And if you're feeling silly, you could be like, and I can't even do that without making myself laugh. So that's the release right there. And if you're feeling sad, you can make it more sad. But the point is to just let that gibberish out. Just flow. Don't judge. Just get it out and use your body while you're doing it. And if you do that for just a few minutes, you will feel a profound shift in your energy. This is one of those things that you actually feel it. Do it for a few minutes and you'll feel the difference, because we're holding on to so much, we're suppressing so much, and we got to get it out and start expressing ourselves in any way we can. In a healthy way, of course, too. Don't just go yelling at people and things like that, but find healthy outlets of expression. That's what it's all about. All right, peace, peace. Much love. And one love, baby.